Welcome to a Drop Tent Media production.
You are stuck in an elevator. We are going to kill you. I'm so scared.
Handle with Scare, besides eating copious amounts of snacks, this is the show where two ghoul friends, me and Anna, talk about all things terror, titillation, horror, body mods, burlesque, honestly, whatever the fuck we feel like talking about today. Titillation.
That's right.
Don't forget that you can follow us on our social media below. Feel free to follow the podcast at Handle with Scare X on Instagram. You can follow Anna at Curls Junior Tattoo.
Yep.
Me at Itty Bitty Trash Mouth.
Yep.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, send to your friends. Let us know what you want to hear. Submit your dumb tattoo. We've got new episodes dropping every Saturday.
Nice.
Pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pow. So let's start off with a lovely, good old segment.
Ooh.
Dumb tattoo of the week.
Almost lost my sour punch straw.
Oh shit, not the sour punch straw.
Not the sour punch straw.
Hot take. I don't really love sour punch straws. Let us know in the comment below what's your favorite candy.
Nobody asked you
Wow.
how you felt about them.
Rude. Fucking rude. I hope you drop all of them on the way out on the ground. How about that? Anyway, don't forget that you can send us your dumb tattoo. It doesn't have to be badly done. It can just be something that makes you laugh. Honestly, we just want to see them. So send us some shit. So today we have
something I never thought I'd have to talk about again in my life. Since I was a musician.
Yeah. We've got a treasure.
We've got what a guy, G.G. Allen.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
That is a thing. So
There is
we've got
thing that exists.
We've got a lovely tattoo of G.G. Allen up there.
Yes, on our good friend Adam.
On our good friend Adam. You can follow Adam and his shop on Instagram at the Graveyard Gallery.
Graveyard Gallery. If
Go
you
to
want to
his-
hear more information about the Graveyard Gallery that we have already said in the last podcast.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at the Graveyard Gallery, feel free to give them a follow. Go to their website. Go check out the store.
Go look at the bust.
Go look at the
Handmade.
cool busts.
Mhm.
Go look at the collectibles.
Yeah, it's handmade shit, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the Graveyard Gallery. Thanks for supporting us always. Buy local
Yep.
and support local when you can. What
Christmas
the
is
fuck
coming.
am I doing with my hand? I just realized that I've just been doing this. That's cool. This is why I need to
I
stop.
was looking over there wanting it to be the shocker. It was not.
I honestly, I think I started to go for the shocker and I don't know what happened. Regardless of what weird shit I'm doing with my hand. Amazing.
Yes.
So that segues really lovely
Into our episode.
into our episode today. Anna, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about music.
We talking about music.
Yep.
Horror
No.
inspired music and horror. Honestly, a bunch of shock rock kind of shit.
Yes. Now, I've been a musician for a very long time. Most of my life, it's the number one thing that I am good at, which is so weird because I don't do it anymore that much. But I've been a bassist for 17 years, and I love King Diamond in particular, and I want to talk about him right away. I don't give a
Okay.
fuck.
All right.
King Diamond is a metal singer. King Diamond, Evan. He is fabulous looking. Well, I guess they are. King Diamond and Merciful Fate are the same kind of people. There are two bands that write albums that are like stories. Abigail being the Abigail and Welcome Home being the two most popular of the albums. One is about a haunted house. Well, they're both kind of about a series of hauntings and they're really fucking good. He has a very high-pitched voice, and he's probably like 65 now or something like that. How old is King Diamond? Watch me be so wrong. You may
He's
have to.
65. You were literally right on the fucking money. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
not all
real.
heroes wear capes.
He's he's Danish.
He's Danish.
I'm not gonna lie, I literally knew like not a lot of, like, I know who King Diamond is. I listen to King Diamond, but like I never really bothered to like look up information about King Diamond.
So I saw him at the Fillmore.
I bet that was the shit.
It was and Rush is my favorite band, and I hesitate to say anything was better, but this is the best concert I've ever been to.
Okay.
And I have seen Ozzy Osbourne, and it's the best concert. He had props, theatrics, sets, fire, all of it, and he can still sing. And if you look up King Diamond, a 65-year-old man singing in the way that King Diamond does, and the register that he does, is insane.
I just want to tell you that the way that you started listing off things, I just immediately was transported to that Bill Hader skit from Saturday Night Live when he's Stefan. This club has everything.
No, listen.
Listing this shit.
No, the other day me and our shop manager Abby, shout out to Abby, we're watching Stefan. We watched all 5 parts of.
I literally love Stefan, but like as soon as you were like, he had everything, he had props.
Yeah,
I just heard it in Stefan's voice. I just imagined him behind the desk going,
I should have done it like that.
I mean, King Diamond's got everything.
He's got everything.
He's got props. He's got fire.
He does. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to see him again. I don't know if he's going to go on tour again, but if you are a fan of King Diamond and you have never seen him on tour, go to the concert. Now, I've had acts that I've seen that I did not care about until I went to the concert. One in particular being your personal favorite, Kiss. I did not give a fuck about Kiss. And now Kiss is considered shock rock by some pioneers of shock rock.
Yeah, I never really got that, to be honest with you. I honestly never got that.
But they're really tame, but at the time
I really
wasn't.
I mean, I guess I've seen a couple of the documentaries, and they definitely do talk about like how a lot of the things that they did were new and very shocking. But yeah. I always have more considered them like more pioneers of like glam rock and hair rock than anything else.
I mean, the bass solo was literally Gene Simmons playing one note and then he spat blood.
Yeah. Like
that's what it was.
It definitely was. Like, I understand like they definitely had like a lot of shocking factors to them at the time, but definitely more like glam rock. But I do love Kiss. Shout out to Kiss.
Yeah, that was a band that I did not give a fuck about until I saw them, and then I was like, I get it now.
They have one of my all-time favorite pinball machines, so.
Yes, I mean. Fair.
And I now forever have a very large, very realistic
tattoo
of Gene Simmons in the dead center of my back. So, you know, here we are.
Here we are.
Struggling. Yeah, the Kiss pinball machine is the fucking jam.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And there used to be a bar called L Bar that had this Kiss pinball machine, and no shade to L Bar, but I fucking hated that bar. I hated going to that bar. I only went to that bar to play the Kiss pinball machine, and I found out last year that they replaced it. They took it away and they fucking replaced it, so it's not there anymore.
Where do you think it went?
I don't know, but you know what they fucking replaced it with? The Shrek pinball machine. The fucking audacity.
Well,
the audacity. I'm sure the people of L Bar are never going to see this, but I just want you to know.
Shrek is life. Bring
back the fucking Kiss pinball machine.
Yeah, I think I know why they did it, though.
You dicks. Fuck you guys.
I'm like, I get it, but like, it's okay. I wish they would just have sold you the pinball machine. Anyway. Yeah, Kiss definitely like they tried to say that they're the pioneers. I mean, I don't fucking know, maybe a little. You know, and then you have Gwar, which
I love Gwar.
I mean, who
Gwar.
doesn't?
I don't really care what anybody has to say. I fucking love Gwar.
I think it matters. Like,
I would love to go to Gwar Bar. To be honest, in Virginia,
near the anime convention, and I got done so late every night that I couldn't go.
I want to go to the Guar Bar so bad because I think they're cool as fuck. And honestly, I follow the person that makes all their prosthetics and stuff. Super fucking talented.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm blanking on the Instagram name off the top of my head, and I know it would take too long to find it, but like, honestly, I love that shit. Another big fan of mine, and everybody makes fun of me for this, and I really don't care. Like, I will take the L of being made fun of for this.
For
but the
what?
band Lordi, Lordi.
I'm not familiar.
So this band actually made their own horror movie, which is why I also wanted to bring them up. So they're a Finnish metal band that actually won Eurovision.
Nice.
Crazy, right? But they do the whole get up just like very similar to Guar. I actually saw them at the Chameleon Club, and it was a really, really good show. They've changed members a couple times, so that's like one of the newer versions. If you go to, oh man, I gotta find one where it's the okay. Go up one row. Yeah. Click on that one really quick. No, that's still the old new lineup. I can't find the old lineup right now. We would have to find the like Apocalypse era. That's like the original lineup, like one of the original lineups from like 2005. It was like Get Heavy and stuff like that. They have some of the coolest designs, some of their bigger set shows, and like I said, they made their own fucking horror movie. And their own horror movie, it's called Dark Floors. I actually own it.
Is it awful?
It's really not terrible. It really reminds me a little bit of like 13 Ghosts in a sense.
Yeah.
But it's weird. So they're in like a hospital, and all of a sudden the hospital becomes like different dimensions that are laid on top of one another in the different floor, but like all the different members of the band are like different creatures that are like coming out and like chasing these people. So it's not the greatest movie I've ever seen, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool. And the couple times that it took me a couple times to realize like it was all like alternate dimensions that were climbing up. They're probably like, look at those boots, man. Those boots are sick as shit.
Them boots.
I fucking love that shit.
New boot goofing.
I saw him. I have like a bunch of stuff from when I saw them, and I was just like, yeah, I kind of fucking love you guys. They have the one person Ox, and his like prosthetics, his face prosthetics and shit are cool as fuck. I think there's something to be said about like creature
and having
metal
to perform
bands and
that.
being able to successfully convey and perform and have like a cohesive idea and things like that. I think it's pretty fucking cool. But every time I bring up this band, people are like, this band sucks. And I'm like, well, I like them, so fuck it.
Now, I mean, we have to talk about my favorite man of all time, Rob Zombie, and how much we love him and everything that he has contributed to music.
Do we? Is that a thing that we have to do?
Yeah, we have to, because
okay.
Listen,
Okay.
I love Rob Zombie like a lot. And like I have never been a fan of the other individual that he gets compared to a lot, who we won't name on the podcast. Never at all. Hate him. Rob Zombie, way better.
I go very back and forth with Rob Zombie, but I do for the most part enjoy him. I sometimes wish that he would stop touching things that I don't want him to remake, but for the most part, meh. I also
his music though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind most of his music. Dragula fucking slaps.
Yeah, everything about Rob Zombie's music for me slaps.
There's definitely some songs that I like am meh about, but overall, he puts on a really good stage show.
See, I've never gotten to see him.
So I have seen Rob Zombie like 5 times. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've seen him like 5 times because he always plays festivals that I would like go to. So I've seen him quite a bit, And his stage shows are also very large, like productions. He'll have like very large robots. He'll have like moving pieces. He has giant jukeboxes. He's got fucking fire. Like, he is another one that has a very big production value when it comes to, you know, really putting together something like monumentous that you're going to remember. I remember one of the times I saw him was at a Mayhem Fest, and he was one of the headliners. He was the last person of the night, and he actually, I think the people of the fucking Susquehanna Bank Center were about to fucking like murder him because first off, he came out in his fabulous little bell bottoms and a Flyers jersey. And decided halfway through that he was going to leap off the stage and start running just through the stadium to high five as many fans as he could. And you could just see, like, everything stopped. The band was literally just, like, straight chilling, like, whatever, like, sort of riffing stuff, doing whatever. And you just see, like, mountains of security, like, running aggressively trying to chase this man because he's just like just doing whatever because he thought it was important. And they were like, no, you can't do that. And he's like, well, fuck it, like, I'm gonna do it anyway. But like production value wise, like, very entertaining. Like, look at that shit. Ridiculous. Insane. 10 out of 10.
Fantastic.
He's also had some really great musicians, I think, with him over the years that have done a lot that are phenomenal. So, you know, he is what it is. A lot of people don't like him. For the most part, I quite enjoy him. There's things that I don't love. And, you know, that's that. I get why people get mad that he puts his wife in everything, but I don't
get that too.
I don't actually mind it for the most part. There's definitely some roles that I think that she was trash in and that I don't think she should have had, but for the most part, I think it's cute that he rides for his wife the way that he does.
It is cute.
If I had somebody that was riding for me like that all the time, like, I wouldn't be mad.
No, definitely not. Now, we have... What do you think? What horror movie do you think has the best or most iconic, most recognizable music where you're just like, yep, that's that person's movie, or that's that movie? I mean, obviously Halloween, you know, and you have that, but there are movies where if they're by the same director, you can tell.
For sure.
And I have a number one where I can tell.
Hit me.
James Wan, every time, you know exactly. Saw and fucking Malignant, which you hated. They had the same music. Every time it's a James Wan movie, I fucking know it.
Yeah.
And you can
I would
tell
agree.
what the music is.
I'd agree. For me, honestly, it's not actually like one specific movie, but it was a trend that you saw in a certain time of horror movies. And that was when they used full orchestras for the entire movie. Those to me always end up being super iconic.
Yeah.
Because there's something about like having that full orchestra sound that I just kind of fell in love with. Overall, it's kind of hard. I mean, I love the music in the original Suspiria.
Yeah.
Which was all done by one band.
I like the music in Cannibal Holocaust.
It's a pretty good one.
It's pretty crazy. And I like the soundtracks to Scream every time because they're like the 90s.
Yeah, I feel like there's something too about like certain soundtracks that like might not necessarily be like original music, but just like does like the way that they put together. One of my favorites throughout is actually American Mary.
Yeah.
I love the full soundtrack
The
of American Mary. There's something, but there's something about like all the, like, you go from the really like sultry, scandalous, Kevy song Loser.
Yeah.
Then you have the segment of the Fake Shark Real Zombies song Puke Rock when she opens up the like thing. Also, if you've never listened to that full song, that song is like a fucking whirlwind because it's like 52 different songs like put in wet. Like not actually, but like you listen to that song when you are watching the movie and it's got that like very like industrial and you're like, oh, okay, like this is kind of fire.
Yeah.
Then you go and try to listen to the full song and like halfway through that song it switches and it becomes like almost a weird, aggressive, like punk song.
Mhm.
It's just weird. It takes like a lot of genre turns, that song. The soundtrack of Queen of the Damned.
Good one.
A really, really good one. And the meme gets me every time. The meme of the emo kid at the bus stop
Yes.
when you think you're so serious at the bus stop at 6 a.m. listening to the Queen of the Damned soundtrack, acting like you're a fucking vampire.
Yeah,
I did it.
That's a good one. I think honestly, like as far as like movies that have actual like popular songs in them, I really can't think of any but Scream where it's like they have actual popular like music in it. You know, unless you think of like, I Know What You Did Last Summer and like all of those 90s movies, they started to use like actual popular music. Those ones where they're in high school, the faculty, like all that shit.
Well, then another one too, not necessarily popular music, but the use of a very specific iconic song.
Yeah.
We were literally just talking about in Rob Zombie's movies.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Everybody that wants to like really shit on his movies, regardless, that's besides the point.
All of the soundtracks are good.
He always specifically picks like one like 80s rock song that he's like, I'm gonna put this entire fucking song in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to put
Midnight Rider, fucking
one of my favorites is his use of Dream On in the end of 31.
Yep.
If anybody's, I actually really enjoyed 31 for the record.
Yeah.
How about Donnie Darko? The
Also
director's
yeah,
cut. Yeah.
My least favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, and I hate that movie.
I like the director's cut. The regular version is not nearly as well
The director's cut was really
and the music
good.
was off. Like they used the
Yeah.
wrong music. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hate that movie a lot.
I know you hate that movie. I actually don't mind that movie, but regardless.
I just like how they used the song in it.
Oh, the music. I would say like the music is definitely the highlight of that movie.
Mhm.
You know, and then you have. Oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. You have the Halloween theme song. But you have, if you go to a more tame, but still spooky, Danny Elfman. Every time he's involved, you know that it's him.
Every time.
You know that it's him every time. I would say he's probably like the most iconic in the spooky realm of things.
Also, I
composer.
feel like I think what's fun too, and I don't know if anybody else was into this. Obviously, growing up, I was a big fan of Nightmare Before Christmas. Whatever.
That's your basic.
That's my basic. Yeah, I was always obsessed with that movie. I watched it growing up as a kid all the time.
My parents couldn't stand it, so they never let me watch it.
I had two sisters. A lot of our family always like compared us to Lock, Shock, and Barrel because we were always fucking trouble. Like, which is why I have the tattoo of Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Like, it's definitely a big part of my life. But when they re-released that movie for like the 20th anniversary. When they re-released the soundtrack and they remastered it, they had a whole second CD where they brought in different artists of like popular artists and they redid all of the songs.
Oh, okay.
And it was so cool. And like they had Korn did Kidnap the Santa Claus. Really, really cool. They had Fiona Apple. They had Evanescence doing Sally's song. They had like these really cool, and I think it was fun to kind of hear iconic songs from iconic artists at that time. There was Panic at the Disco did one. Fall Out Boy did. I think it was cool. It was cool to hear. And I think that was something kind of cool too. You know, like it was still the iconic Danny Elfman kind of jams.
Yeah.
But
Danny Elfman every time, man. Edward Scissorhands. I mean, Tim Burton. He obviously is the only person Tim Burton works with. It seems. Yeah, but you know, I think that there's something to be said about recognizable, music.
for
Like this
sure.
director definitely made this movie and hired this musician
for sure.
Yeah,
there was a really good documentary that I was just watching on Shudder. It was a really long one, but they actually kind of dove into like music and like all the different things. It was really interesting. And now I can't think of what the hell the documentary was called, but it was like 4.5 hours long.
It was long as shit.
It was long as shit, but it was so good. And it was one of those things that like I was watching it and I didn't realize how long I had been watching it And then I was like, oh shit, like it's been like 4 hours. I'm still fucking watching this. But it was kind of focused around 80s horror specifically. But I mean, they really dug into there. But they took like a whole segment and they were talking about all the different iconic music and kind of things that we were talking about now. It was really good.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, I can probably look it up in a minute. It was good though, but they definitely touched on the subject that you're doing now, where it's like there is a lot of people that did music for horror that you know all of their work because it has the same vibe without even realizing that it's their work.
It's.
I can find it. Just
I'm never gonna find it.
I will be able to find it really quickly.
It's not gonna happen. But anyway.
Oh, I got it. Give me 2 seconds. Keep talking, and I got this.
Yeah, I mean, we could go down we could go definitely down the metal rabbit hole like for hours on this podcast about, you know, Ozzy Osbourne and, you know, whatever.
In Search of Darkness, a journey into iconic 80s horror.
I need to watch that.
It was really, really good. But like I said, it is very long. But I would say it is 100% worth wasting
4
the
hours.
265 minutes that you're going to waste on it. And by waste, I mean like it's really not, because I mean they dive into every single aspect and perspective that you could, from like writers to directors to the prop people to the music, like everything.
So definitely check that out if you have Shudder. You should have Shudder.
You should have Shudder. I know everybody like wants to kind of clown on Shudder, but Shudder has some fire.
I don't want to clown on Shudder ever. FearNet, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Remember that?
I always remember it.
Yes. Now, can we fuck, marry, kill the musicians?
Do
I mean, we definitely can.
I mean, we can, but
We could do Rob Zombie.
oh no,
Make it
Okay.
easy for me. Gigi
Wow.
Allen.
Wow.
King Diamond.
King Diamond now, or
Well, I mean, he has white face makeup on either way.
I was just asking if there was a specific time frame of King Diamond that you wanted to use.
Well, I'll fuck King Diamond. I'll marry Rob Zombie because, like, obviously he would be a writer, and then kill Gigi Allen because I can't stand him.
Fair.
Easy.
Fair.
Now I know exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna do something fucked up and kill Rob Zombie, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Actually,
Okay.
I really don't hate Rob Zombie. I don't know why you think I hate him.
You hate
I really
him.
don't hate
You
him.
don't talk kindly of him.
I don't not talk kindly of him. I just
You
don't
don't.
talk
You don't
I just
hype
don't-
him enough.
because I don't care to. Like, did you really? I just love that I admitted that I've seen this man live like 5 fucking times, and you're like, you fucking hate him. I'm like, I sat through his show 5 times. I don't think I hate him.
Sat through it.
Like, I don't just. I mean, like, I'm just saying. I'm
You hate
neither.
Rob Zombie, Evan.
No, I can feel your hate for him. I mean, like you
Are you
sat
fucking-
through
are
him.
you
You
fucking
sat
kidding me?
through him.
Are you
Come on.
fucking kidding
Evan's
me?
on my
Come on.
side.
I
I
don't.
sat through him.
I literally don't hate him, but it just like that's what I'm saying. Like I literally said I've seen him 5 times.
Are
and-
you indifferent?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I like some of his music. I literally have a signed CD of him in my car. The Venomous
I wish I-
Rat Reject whatever the
I had
fucking
a
long
signed
ass.
CD.
I really only. I'm not gonna lie. I only went because I really wanted to meet John 5
Yeah.
because I love John 5.
Yeah.
John 5, I love you. I love you so much. But yeah, I'm just kind of indifferent on him. I feel like I used to like be a diehard
Yeah.
for him when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I'm just like, meh, okay, he's cool. Like I'll listen to his stuff, but I don't avidly like run to go listen to
Yeah.
him. If I saw that he was playing, I wouldn't buy tickets.
Yeah.
But if he was playing and somebody else that I really liked was playing, I would get tickets, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Which is literally how I've seen him 5 times.
Yeah.
It's always been like
It's always been like
somebody
yeah.
else that I really want to see and he happens to be there and I'm like, "Oh, okay, like that's cool. Like I'll just go."
Yeah.
Yeah, I would marry King Diamond. I would fuck Rock Zombie to get it out of the way and never have to talk to him again.
Jesus Christ.
And I would also kill Gigi Allen.
Who wants Gigi Allen? I feel like he would do some weird shit.
I feel like I don't want somebody defecating on me. And when
Definitely not.
when I think of Gigi Allen, all I think about is how
Shit.
many times that man has defecated. And I'm like, I don't want it.
Like he's shat a lot.
He has shatted. He is the Shatner
Oh
of
my God.
this conversation.
Well, that's our episode, ending on shit again.
Ending on shit again because we are pieces of shit.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller, a chud.
What did it mean to you to see that? Did it mean they love me?
Place to look to the past.
Fine mess you've made of things again.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.